served as a sergeant for 4 years in the Army, including during the Vietnam War.
Wow. Okay, let's turn us down so when they go live, they don't hear us.
It's time for Cedar Park Timberwolves baseball. Head coach Ben Huffman leads the team as they go for the program's 10th district championship and 19th playoff appearance. Brought to you on the Vype Live Network by Prosperity Roofing, Austin National Financial Services, You Pack, We Plan, A Crate Escape, DBAT Cedar Park, Prestige Animal Wellness, and Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital. And now, calling the shots for today's game, here's the voice of the Timberwolves, Brad Cohn, and the Willard of Oz, Josh Willard.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to J. Sevier Field, Matt Arano Park at Cedar Park High School in Cedar Park, Texas. Brad and Matt here bringing you the return visit from the Rouse Raiders at Cedar Park to close this home and home series for 2026. What you're hearing is applause and announcing for Military Appreciation Night. The men that have lined up along the first baseline you see there have been introduced to the crowd, and they are Army officers, Navy officers, Army sergeants, Air Force fighter pilots from the Vietnam area and beyond, getting applause from the crowd tonight for their service to the country. Cedar Park enters the game 10-12 overall, 4-3 in district play. Rouse ranked 8th in the state, 19-3 overall, 6-1 in district play. They won Tuesday night in Rouse on a walk-off hit into left field, just 4-3. Timberwolves out-hit them, sent more batters to the plate over the night, had more runners on base, all sorts of things, but still end up losing by one to their top pitcher, Signs. There tonight facing our top pitcher. That's Dominic Naylor.
And playing center field, number 13, Liam Mongold.
You're seeing their lineup being introduced here, and I have questions about.
DH, number 11, Joe Lundin.
I'm going to have questions about 8 and 9 here, so I got to listen in.
Batting 8, playing catcher, number 6, Brody Sharp.
Okay, Brody Sharp. And who's their 9 guy? Their lineup was illegible.
Playing third base, number 1, Scott Knight.
Scott Knight. Okay, so those last two are the same as the other night. So it's Mason Gonzalez on the mound for Rouse and leading off. Jacob Solis at short, Adolfo Enriquez in right, Joe Bury in left, Christian Caro at second base, Liam Mangold at center, Joe Lundin the DH, Brody Sharp catching, Scott Knight at third. For Cedar Park, they'll lead off with Cooper Camacho playing center field. Batting second, catcher behind the plate, Brandon Washburn.
The center fielder, number 5.
Batting third, the shortstop, Hudson Cuevas. Batting fourth and on the mound, Dom Naylor on the heels of 2 outstanding pitching performances in a row. One of them a perfect game, the other a 2-hit shutout. Batting fifth at second base, Owen Mansfield. Batting sixth, first baseman Evan Daly. Batting seventh, designated hitter Matt Galindo. Batting eighth, third baseman Carter Frith. Batting ninth, right fielder Tanner Richardson. For your scorecards at home, for Cedar Park again, it's Camacho, Washburn, and Cuevas. Then Naylor, Mansfield, Daly, and Galindo, Frith, Richardson. When Naylor's on the mound throwing to Washburn behind the plate, that is probably the best pitcher-catcher pitching battery combination in the district this year. The defense behind Dom in the infield across from third to first is Carter Frith, Hudson Cuevas, Owen the Dam, Mansfield, and Evan Daly. And left to right in the outfield, Parker Green, Cooper Camacho, and Tanner Richardson. And Maddie and I want to thank Vype's Rob Jaskula for being here tonight, shadowing Maddie as she's still learning the trade for us and helping us with that second camera. We hope to have that second camera working fine for you tonight. Rob's going to be here trying to help us make sure all that stuff goes well tonight. I want to thank him again for being here. And we're about to do the national anthem, so we're going to step aside for that.
This time, we ask that you please rise. Of our national anthem by the U.S. Marine Corps Band.
That national anthem complete with the Thunderbirds or the Blue Angels or somebody flying over in the recording. National anthem by a big brass band is always my favorite, especially on Military Appreciation Night. Anthem just sounds better as brass band. It's kind of popular to do a choral version, a choir, or play Whitney Houston singing, and those are all fine. I just like that brass band. So here we go. We got a tradition of starting at about 7:03. That's still 6 minutes away. We might actually get going right on time at 7 o'clock tonight. Rouse will lead off with their pitcher, Mason Gonzalez, and the shortstop, Jacob Solis, and right fielder, Adolfo Enrives. To face Dom Naylor, right now the hottest pitcher in Central Texas. Last 3 outings, a 2-hitter, a perfect game, and another 2-hit shutout. Got good speed, got good location. We track, and we'll do it again tonight, strike to ball ratio every inning. And nearly all the pitchers that we have tracked this year, ours and others, are somewhere around a few more strikes than balls or a few more balls and strikes, close to 50-50 percentage-wise. Dom Naylor throws about 5 strikes for every 2 balls, 2.5 to 1 ratio. Great location. Good speed. Got a good off-speed pitch to catch him looking, too. Got a song from Top Gun playing. Another good one for Military Appreciation Night. Decent crowd here for not being a Not being a Friday night. Thursday night because of Good Friday tomorrow. All high school games have been moved to Thursday night. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear me.
Leads off for Rouse, the pitcher, number 9, Mason Gonzalez.
Here's Mason Gonzalez to lead it off. I still don't hear me. I hear you fine. Something's happened to my sound.
We have Mason Gonzalez on the plate. Okay, now we are at the first inning. Let's see what's going to happen.
Dom looking in to Washburn.
Eye contact is always important.
And the batter backs out. Dom takes a little while on the delivery of the first pitch. 7 o'clock on the dot will be our start time now. Gonzalez, a lefty. Here's the first pitch of the game. Fastball inside, maybe low. 1-0 to Mason Gonzalez, and we're underway. Softball is playing over to our right. Only the second night this year that we've been here, and they have been there. On the ground, second baseman Mansfield to his left, grabs it over to first for the out, 1 down. So 1 out, nobody on for shortstop, Jacob Solis for Rouse. Rouse only got 3 hits the other night. They scored runs on all 3 hits and won the game, 4-3.
Number 7, Jacob Solis.
Alonzo actually pitched well. Our offense was getting people on base all the time, but we left 11 aboard. That only scored 3, even though we vastly out-hit them, 7-3. We lost the game, 4-3. First one misses to Solis, 1-0. This one is taken, a little blooper. Shortstop, over underneath it, Hudson Cuevas gloves it, 2 down. Adolfo Enrives, right fielder for the Raiders.
Now batting, number 27, Adolfo Enrives.
Another lefty. Their 1, 3, and 5 hitters we noticed the other night were lefties. 3 of the first 5 coming from the right-hand side of the plate as left-handed hitters. This one low and in, 1-0. He started all 3 batters off 1-0. The previous 2 got out on the next pitch. Let's keep that trend going. Not gonna, though. That one's also outside, 2-0. That one bent in just enough to catch the outside edge. 2-1 to Enrives. Joe Bury, left fielder, is on deck. But there's 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the first. And there's strike 2. Dom, pretty much all fastballs until these last 2 pitches. Put some motion into him. Pitch is outside, full count to Adolfo Enrives. Kind of little bit of an unusual setup here for the umpires in a district game. We got 3 of them. It's usually always 2. I got first and third and home. Outside, and he walks him. 2-out walk for Enrives. So 1 on, 2 outs for left fielder, the cleanup hitter, Joe Bury.
Now batting, number 16, Joe Bury.
Force at first or second now for the last out of the inning. Christian Cairo is on deck for the Raiders. Bury the cleanup hitter, but went 0 for last night. Oh, look at that thing. Looked like he was going to hit his left hip with it, bent into the inside corner, 0-1. From the stretch again, Joe Bury. Doesn't get his pitch as Dom throws over to Daly at first. That's our first, by the way. Oh, 1 to Joe Bury with 2 outs. Runner at first. Fouled in the plate area. 0-2. Clipped either the umpire or Washburn, the catcher, one of the two of them. Nobody's any the worse for wear. So Dominic Naylor will deliver his 0-2 to Joe Bury. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Didn't matter that he went, 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Timberwolves at the plate right after this.
From nail grinding to full-service grooming, A Crate Escape offers the best pet grooming services in Central Texas. Grooming a dog beautifully isn't about handling a clipper or scissors well. It's about trust. Their groomers take the time to build trust in their clients. That trust allows the dog to relax on the grooming table and provides the groomer the opportunity to do the best job possible. A Crate Escape in Round Rock on the I-35 frontage road just north of US 79. Go to acrateescape.com or call 512-831-7088.
All right, welcome back. Brad and Mad here, along with Rob. Brad and Mad and Rob. J. Sevier Field, Matt Ariano Park, campus of Cedar Park High School. No score here as we go to the bottom of the first. Timberwolves will lead off their offensive charge tonight with center fielder Cooper Camacho, followed by the catcher Brandon Washburn, shortstop Hudson Cuevas, and hopefully we'll see some more. For Dom, pitch counts in the first inning, 13 total, 7 strikes, 6 balls. Threw to base once, struck out a guy, walked a guy. And in steps Cooper Camacho, Cooper Camacho, Cooper Camacho. My favorite name.
Okay, guys, are you ready to see Cedar Park High School play? Okay, we have Cooper Camacho, number 5, on the plate. Here you go, Brad.
All right, Cooper has been leading off all year, has tremendous speed and base running savvy, has a knack for getting on. Left-handed hitter, right-handed thrower. This one's outside. 1-0 to Cooper Camacho. Only 2 guys batting from the left side in our lineup. It's Galindo down at 7 and Camacho here at the top of the order. Catches the outside edge, 1-1. Mason Gonzalez on the mound. Lefty. Look at that bender. Stayed a little too high, though. It was over the inside edge, but too high, 2-1. Infield defense behind him. Scott Knight at third. Jacob Solis at short. Christian Caro at second. This is grounded foul right side. Two and 2 to Camacho. Way inside. Full count to Camacho here to lead off the game for the Timberwolves.
Two for numbers for the top of the inning, and then Q over for the bottom.
Okay.
So we're on Q right now.
On the ground at the second baseman, Cano. Over to Spayton at first for the out, 1 down. Here's Brandon Washburn, the catcher. Probably the best catcher in the league. Certainly the fastest. You don't describe catchers as fast very often, but you can do that with this guy. First pitch is a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Cuevas on deck. Naylor is in the hole. Pitching and batting cleanup. You know, he's a pretty good player. Here's the pitch outside. 1-2. Yeah, some Rouse fans were wanting that to be a strike, but it was a good foot outside. Just like that one. That was probably a little high, too. 2-2 to Brandon Washburn. Swing and a miss. Got him. 2 down.
And
first strikeout for Mason Gonzalez. And here comes Cuevas. 2 outs and nobody on for Hudson. Top hitter in the league by many batting average points last season.
Cuevas on the plate. Let's see what's going to happen.
Pitches outside, 1-0 to Hud. Naylor on hole, Owen Mansfield, the Dam, is in the hole. He's got 2 homers in the last 2 games. There's a strike on the inside edge, 1-1 to Hudson. Mansfield, unfortunately, nobody on the other night at Rouse when he hit a solo homer. Had a grand slam the game before against Leander. Strike 2. He may not get to bat this inning. 1-2 to Hudson Cuevas. Kick and a throw. Hits the dirt, the faux dirt, 2-2. The painted rug. That one misses. Full count. Into a full count to 2 batters in this inning. Mason Gonzalez throwing a lot of pitches. Way outside, ball 4. So just like they did, the first 2 guys got out, third guy walked. We have done the same thing.
Don Naylor on the plate.
Dom pitching and hitting cleanup. When he's not pitching, he still hits cleanup, and he plays third usually.
Okay, time to play.
Fastball right down the pike. Naylor wasn't ready for that. That's the one he wants to hit. Didn't think he'd start him off with an easy one to send. But he did, 0-1. Oh, dang. Now, I guess that hit his hand and not the bat, or the bat and not the hand. Naylor thinks it hit the bat because he's not going down to first. So that should be strike 2. Yeah, if it hit Naylor and not the bat, he'd be trotting to first. So he knows that it hit the bat. 0-2 to Dom. With some numbed fingers probably too. On the ground, shortstop. Cross the diamond to first. Got him. So, same kind of inning for Cedar Park that Rouse had. First 2 an out. Third one a walk. Last one an out. So no score through first. We'll be right back with more after this word from our sponsors.
Austin National Financial Services helps simplify the seemingly complex nature of financial planning. They offer individualized financial planning and wealth management services, helping individuals, entrepreneurs, and trusts gain clarity in planning their future and keeping their finances in check. Their team works together to provide financial planning, investment recommendations, and portfolio management services. At Austin National Financial Services, their clients are treated like family, and you'll feel the same way when you meet their committed team of close-knit professionals who deliver the financial advisory you deserve. That's Austin National Financial Services.
All right, we're back. More Timberwolf baseball. A little more than halfway through the season. 7 district opponents. This is our 4th, and we're in the middle of that series. So the moment the first pitch was thrown tonight, we started downhill in the second half of the district season. Dom Naylor warming up his first inning, 13 pitches, 7 strikes, 6 balls. Struck out 1, walked 1. And for Mason Gonzalez of Rouse, 20 pitches, 11 strikes, 9 balls, walked 1, struck out 1. So these teams, pitchers and batters, kind of a mirror image of each other in the first inning. Now this is kind of interesting. Ben Huffman comes out to the mound, tosses a comment at Naylor. Not sure what that was. You don't see that very often. It's right before the last warm-up throw. They'll have Christian Caro, the second baseman, lead off, followed by the center fielder Liam Mangold and the DH Joe Lundeen. Fastball stays outside, 1-0 to Caro. One nice thing about this season for the Timberwolves, there's so much underclass talent. Only a couple of seniors starting. This one lined foul into the left side fence, 1-1. So nearly all of the big role players for the Timberwolves coming back next year.
You don't need to, but that's the way Sula set it up. You could just say top 2, but...
Here comes the 1-1 from Naylor. Lights are on here. Still plenty bright from the sun. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Temperature at game time start, 77. It'll get down to 74 by game's end at 9-ish. That one misses 2-2. 20% chance of rain, although I don't see any rain clouds from horizon to horizon right now. Wind from where it always comes, the south, at 12 to 18. So it's blowing in from left field. Foul, left side, out of play. Still 2-2 to Christian Caro. 9 out of every 10 games at this park, the wind blows in from the left field foul pole towards first base, and that's almost what it's doing tonight. Outside, 3-2. And it's always kind of interesting if that's the case, because the weather here comes in from the right, from the first base foul pole to third, but that's never where the wind's coming from. This one is hit into center field. Camacho to his right, underneath it, makes the catch, 1 down. Cooper Camacho. There's a center fielder for the Raiders, Liam Mangold.
Now batting number 13, Liam Mangold.
Good crowd, a lot of people from Rouse, a lot of people from Cedar Park here tonight. It's kind of like a Friday night game. No school tomorrow for a lot of people. No work tomorrow since it's Good Friday. Low. Actually hit the dirt before it hit Washburn's glove. 1-0.
No, it just pops up there. Nothing.
Catches the outside edge, 1-1. Joe Lundeen, the DH, is on deck. Brody Sharp, the catcher, is in the hole for Rouse if they get something going. That's a great pitch on the inside. 1-2 the count. Cedar Park maintaining a slight all-time series lead against Rouse, 17-14 through the years. Swing and a miss, and he's down. They consummate the play with a throw to first. Second strikeout of the game for Dominic Naylor, his second in the last 3 batters. 2 down, nobody on for the DH, Joe Lundeen, batting in the 7 hole tonight for the Raiders.
And there's 2 outs now, so M.
Press M.
This one's a called strike 1. Cedar Park, the only school in the district that's got a winning all-time record against every district opponent at the moment. Fastball stays outside, 1-1 to Lundeen.
Okay. So whenever somebody doesn't hit the ball, so it's B and
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Whenever somebody gets out, correct. Where are we looking?
right here.
Oh, bottom right? Yeah, correct.
So that means if somebody
So
does.
there is no 3 outs, you just go from 2 back to 0.
Okay.
That one's outside. Count even at 22 here in the top of the second. No score. DH Joe Lundeen at the plate for the Rouse Raiders. There's a nice pitch that the umpire fell asleep on. Called it a ball. First one he's gotten wrong tonight, really. Full count. Swung on the ground, second base. Owen Mansfield over to Evan Daly to end the inning. 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody aboard. We're in the middle of the second. Still no score. We'll be right back after this.
Are you searching for a high-quality veterinary team dedicated to providing the most comprehensive care for your pets? If so, the professionals at Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital are here for you. They offer a variety of services to ensure that your furry friend is receiving everything they need. If you're experiencing an emergency, please get in touch with their team immediately. Learn how their animal emergency clinic can assist you by exploring their website at eahofcrystalfalls.com. Unexpected veterinary bills can be stressful, and that's why they offer financing options for patients' owners. Reach out today. They're located at 1660 Raider Way in Leander. Go to eahofcrystalfalls.com or call 512-817-0279.
D-Bat Baseball and Softball Academies are a cut above the rest. They are all about baseball, softball training, and more. Their indoor 32K square foot climate-controlled facility lets you work out regardless of the weather. There are 5 pitching machines, 15 rentable cages. Each of their professional instructors can cater to all skill levels and all ages as young as 5. At D-Bat Cedar Park, they have a passion for baseball and softball. Go to dbatcedarpark.com or visit at 12617 Ridgeline Boulevard. Call 512-540-3228.
All right, here we go. Brad and Mad and Rob bringing you the action here from J. Sevier Field at Matt Ariano Park here in Cedar Park. No score. We're in the middle of the second. Cedar Park coming to the plate in the bottom 2. They'll be at 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Owen Mansfield, Evan Daly, and Mac Galindo. Pitch count now through 2 complete for Dom Naylor. Thrown 30, 17 strikes, 13 balls, walked 1, struck out 2. First pitch to Mansfield's a called strike one. His mound opponent tonight, Mason Gonzalez, pitching very well also. The lefty versus righty. That one's over the plate, but high, 1-1. Those are the ones I like to hit as a high school player, just a little bit above the strike zone and over the plate. That one's a little inside, probably a little low also, 2-1. Well, I'm kind of surprised I've gotten 2 innings into the game and only disagreed with the umpire on one call. Lined foul, left side. 3-2 to the Dam, Owen Mansfield. Made a couple of ground outs defensively already in this game. Fouled back to the screen, still 2-2. Daly on deck, Big Mac Galindo in the hole. Carter Frith after him, Tanner Richardson next, but this one's grounded to short. On it, over to first in time for the out. Jacob Salise to Jake Spayton, one down. Evan Daly, the first baseman, with one out, nobody on.
Press the N.
You press N.
N?
N for 1 out.
Okay. 1 out. Oh, okay. So whenever a number shows on scoreboard.
There's a nice curveball. It finds the outside edge, 0-1. It's one you can't really swing at because you're not going to hit it, but yeah, they'll call it a strike.
Wow.
Foul, right side out of play. 0-2 quickly to Evan Daly. Galindo on deck. Frith in the hole. Oh, that's a nice one. I wouldn't have complained if he called that a strike, but he didn't. 1-2 the count. This one's taken. Here to right field, chasing it towards the foul line. Going to catch it in slightly foul territory out there. Right fielder Adolfo Enriquez, 2 down. Nobody on, 2 down for Mac Galindo, Big Mac. He's got a few big hits this year, a couple of classic homers. DHing right now in the 7 hole. Our only other left-handed hitter in the lineup tonight besides Camacho at the top of the order. This one's on the ground to second. First baseman grabs it. Pitcher's going to have to cover, and he can't get there quick enough. I think that was a mistake for the first baseman to go over and intercept that. If he'd have stayed on the bag, let their second baseman get it, that's probably a routine out. So Galindo legs out an infield single. First hit of the game for either team. Two outs. Galindo at first for Carter Frith, third baseman tonight. Batting in the 8th spot. Second base runner for Cedar Park. Cuevas walked in the first but was stranded there. Rouse has one base runner who walked in the first and was stranded there. Gonzalez steps off the mound. Galindo, a good base runner. Just an average lead at first, though, especially against a lefty. Fouled against the fence left side. 0-1 to Frith. Tanner Richardson on deck at the bottom of the order. Cedar Park struck first last night, or I keep saying last night, it was the night before, at Rouse, led 2-0. Fell behind 3-2, tied it on the solo homer from the Dam at 3-3, then lost it on a walk-off single last pitch of the game, 4-3. That one misses outside and low, 1-1. There's a good pitch for called strike 2. 1-2. There goes the runner. Pitch is high and inside. Stolen base for Big Mac. First runner for either side to get into scoring position tonight. 2-2 the count to Carter Frith.
Yeah, L just goes to the other camera, and K goes back to this one.
Oh, okay.
It's just picking one or the other. It's not like switching.
But for when we do one camera at away games, we don't do.
Swing and a miss. Frith is down on the curveball. Second strikeout of the game for Mason Gonzalez, and the Timberwolves go down in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left aboard. Still nothing through 2 complete. Take it away, Matt.
D-Bat Baseball and Softball Academies are a cut above the rest. They are all about baseball, softball training, and more. Their indoor 32K square foot climate-controlled facility lets you work out regardless of the weather. There are 5 pitching machines, 15 rentable cages. Each of their professional instructors can cater to all skill levels and all ages as young as 5. At D-Bat Cedar Park, they have a passion for baseball and softball. Go to dbatcedarpark.com or visit at 12617 Ridgeline Boulevard. Call 512-540-3228.
That's what we're doing up here.
All right, a great night for baseball here in Cedar Park. The sun is just about to set behind the tree line off to our west. Get out of the right corner of our eyes. Lights have been on pretty much since game time. Not really providing any help yet, but they will be in just a few minutes. Naylor warming up on the mound, now thrown 30 pitches, 17 strikes, 13 balls, struck out 2, walked 1. Only allowed 1 base runner. Rouse here in the top of the third is at 8-9-1 in their order. The catcher, Brody Sharp, third baseman Scott Knight, and then top of the order with pitcher Mason Gonzalez. Here's Brody Sharp, the catcher. Now, everything but one measure is pretty much even in this game. The one measure is we've had 2 base runners and they've had 1. Everything else is dead even. But, of course, that doesn't count. We out base runnered them by quite a margin the other night and lost anyway. 1-0 the count to Brody Sharp. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Dom Naylor to the plate. Fastball blows it by him. 1-2. Dom was on our post-game show the night he threw the perfect game. I asked him about the speed of his fastball. He says when he's really on, the radar gun can hit 92 or 93, which is not bad for a high school player. Nobody down here with a gun tonight, so it's hard to tell. Little conference up the baseline for Brody Sharp with his coach Chad Krempin. One and two the count from Naylor. Fastball, swing and a miss. Another strikeout. He struck out 3 of the last 5 batters, which, judging really on the last 3 games from Dom, that's actually behind schedule. You strike out 3 out of the last 5, and you're underperforming. How about that? Here's third baseman Scott Knight. Last Rouse Raider to take his first at-bat. Did he go? Cedar Park fans want to say he went, but I don't think he went from my angle. 1-0 the count. Scott Knight. 1-0 the count. Perfect pitch. 1-1. Naylor with a little bit of a breeze behind him. The wind's not really blowing in from the left field foul pole now. It's blowing in from center. Top of the order with the pitcher, Mason Gonzalez.
So for now, just keep an eye on the scoreboard and then
Follow the play, watch the scoreboard if you need it. Yep.
First pitch, fastball low and away, 1-0 to Gonzalez. He grounded out to Owen Mansfield at second first time up. That one's outside, 2-0. Only the second 2-0 count delivered by Dom so far tonight in the 10 hitters he's faced now. Fouled back into the net, 2-1. Shortstop Jacob Solis is on deck. If they don't get Gonzalez, that one stays outside. It seems like that came out of his hand kind of funny. 3-1. For being a good control pitcher, Don, surprisingly, has gone to a 3-ball count to 4 hitters now. This one in the air, foul left side, but it's going to be over the net. Into the kids' play area, full count. Full count, 2 out. The runners will be going. Oh, what runners? It's kind of a reflex. Comes a full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. It's the second time on a full count with 2 outs and nobody on, he has walked a guy. Both walks have come in the same situation. A strike would have ended the inning, but he walked him instead. Second walk issued by Dom. And that is what he averages, so he can't issue any more. Got a runner for Gonzalez at first. Jacob Solis, the shortstop, will step to the plate. He popped out to Hudson Cuevas at short, first time up. Fastball outside, probably low as well, 1-0. Taking the signals from Krempin. You can see he was also indicating that to the first baseman, so there's something going on here. Hit and run or something. Because of that, they throw over to first. Second time for us. First time for us, excuse me. 1-0 to Jacob Solis. Runner goes. Pitches inside. The throw down. Not in time. Stolen base for Solis. They get their first runner in scoring position. 2-0 the count to Solis. 2 outs, runner at second. Outside with that fastball. 3-0. Struck out the first 2. Now a full count walk and a 3-0 count to the next 2. Washburn out to talk to him, press the reset button and get him to refocus. Come with strikes. top 4 hitters in the Rouse order the other night went 0 for the night. All the hits, all the damage came from the bottom 5 hitters in the order. Solis now showing a bunt, pulls a bat back, called a strike anyway. 3-1. From the stretch, a look at second by Dom. 2 looks at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball by him, and another full count pitch. He's gone to 3 balls on 5 guys. Also went to 2 strikes on each of them. So he's been at a full count now for 5 hitters of the 11 they've sent to the plate. And that one was in the dirt. 2 walks in a row. Right fielder Adolfo Enriquez.
Now batting number 27, Adolfo Enriquez.
Taking his time this time for Dom to deliver it. Batter steps out. Dom's taking too much time.
Here we go. Let's go, Dom. Here we go. Any out. Let's go.
Fastball stays outside. 1-0 to Enriquez. Joe Bury is on deck if Enriquez reaches. 2 outs, 2 on. Gonzalez at second, Solis at first for Rouse. Fastball blows it by him. Thought about swinging. Held up, probably should have cut at it. It's a good pitch. 1-1 to Enriquez. Tom needs 2 strikes to get out of this with no damage done, except to his walks per game count. There's a nice one. 1-2. His walks per game count coming into this is at 2, but he has walked 3 in 3 innings here tonight. 2 of them the last 2 batters. To the plate. Fastball stays a little low. 2-2. Still just 1 strike away. Cedar Park will be at the bottom of the order with Tanner Richardson when they come to the plate, hopefully in just a few moments. Runner goes to third. They're going to throw down. It's in time, but the tag didn't get on him. Other runner follows up by taking second. Throw definitely beat him, but it was way high and up. Took too much time to get that gloved ball down for the tag. So stolen base for Gonzalez. Solis gets second uncontested. And another full count. 3 hitters in a row. Has to be a strike. Kind of is. Foul ball to the right side. Still 3-2.
Hey, here we go.
13 strikes, 14 balls in this inning. Dom usually is a 2.5 to 1 strike to ball ratio. He's actually behind that count in this inning. Still ahead in the game. Inside and high, and he walks the bases loaded. That's been an issue with Cedar Park this year. It hasn't been an issue with Dom, is to get the first 2 outs easy and then load the bases for free. I don't know how many times we have loaded the bases for free this year. Here comes Coach Ben Huffman. It'll be Joe Bury coming to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Had the bases empty and 2 outs just a few minutes ago. Looked like another routine Dom Naylor inning, but 3 straight walks, all of them on full count pitches, where if that pitch had been a strike instead, it would have ended the inning. 3 batters in a row. Well, let's see if the 4th time's a charm here. It'll be Joe Bury, who struck out last time up. Did not reach base the other night. In fact, the 3 guys on base right now, none of them reached base in the other game. First time any of them have been on base. Conference is over. Bases loaded, 2 outs for Joe Bury, the left fielder and cleanup hitter for the Rouse Raiders. Struck out swinging at an 0-2 pitch to end the first inning. There's another strike, 0-1. He's seen 4 pitches tonight, and they've all been strikes. From the stretch, Dom Naylor. It's a fastball that catches the outside edge, 0-2.
Here we go, Dom. Here you go, guys. Have fun, have fun.
Comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. No damage done by the 3 walks, all issued on full count pitches. And for the second time tonight, their cleanup hitter, Bury, strikes out swinging at an 0-2 pitch. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3 men left on board, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Cedar Park at the plate right after this.
Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors is Austin's authority in high-performance roof replacement. They're an Austin-based exterior restoration specialist with over 15 years of experience. They provide residential roof replacement, standing seam metal roofing, and storm damage repair across Central Texas. From helping homeowners navigate the complex insurance claim process to orchestrating full property restorations, including gutters, solar, and siding. Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors is a true one-stop shop for Austin homeowners. They stay at the forefront of roofing innovation to ensure that you receive the best products and the most reliable service in Central Texas. Their roofing team is quick on the ladder, sharp with repairs, and always raising the roof on quality. Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors.
Looking for a trusted veterinarian in Round Rock, Texas? At Prestige Animal Wellness, they treat your pets like family. Locally and family-owned, the clinic is led by Dr. Engel, who has over 24 years of experience, including 12 years in emergency care. They provide a full range.
All right, now to the bottom of the 3rd, no score. Cedar Park at 9-1-2 in the order. Leading off will be Tanner Richardson. Then we're back to the top of the order with Cooper Camacho and then Brandon Washburn. People yelling out for Richardson, T-Rich, and it always sounds to me like they're saying T-Rex. This one hits the catcher's toe, his left toe. So 1-0 to Tanner Richardson. On the ground, 2-hopper to 3rd, over to his left, across the diamond for the out. Richardson is down on the 5-3 putout. 1 away, top of the order with center fielder Cooper Camacho. That one's outside, 1-0 to Camacho. Dom Naylor in the last inning threw 31 pitches. In the game to that point, he'd only thrown 30. So he is at 61. Chopped foul, first base side. 1-1 to Camacho. Maybe his nickname, Mad, could be Cooper Camacho Macho Man. This one is taken into left, over to his left, and making a catch. This is Joe Bury. 2 down. Two good pitching efforts here tonight. Two of the better teams in this district. Brandon Washburn struck out swinging at a 2-2 pitch in the middle of the first inning. 2 outs, nobody on for Brandon. This one's taken in the air, foul, out of play to the right side, 0-1. Fastball misses. I wouldn't have complained if that were a strike, but they make it 1-1. Got our second camera working again tonight with the view from the top inside corner of the Cedar Park dugout. Looking at first, at the second baseman. You can also see second there in the extreme center field side of the shortstop. That one misses, 2-1. Fouled out of play to the right side, 2-2. Now Mason Gonzalez a strike away from getting out of this 3 up, 3 down. Ball outside, full count. So many full counts tonight. Talked about Naylor suffering from that affliction. 6 full counts to just 13 batters he's faced. Their man's had 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's foul. So 10 full counts to both of these teams' batters so far in this game. We have sent 10 to the plate. They have sent 12. Chopper back to the pitcher. Grabs it over to first, and he throws it up the line. He'll easily have second. Will he go to third? They get it and get it in. He'll stop at second. So massive pitching error on the pitcher. He would have had him if the throw was good. It's got to be an error. So Washburn ends up at second on the E1. Hudson Cuevas at the plate. The guy you like to have at the plate when you got a runner in scoring position. Hudson walked on a full count pitch first time up and was stranded at first. Cedar Park's had base runners in each inning so far, but nobody has come across the plate. And they intentionally walk Hudson Cuevas. I don't blame them. I would do that too. I don't know that I would ever pitch to Hudson Cuevas with somebody at second or third base. But instead they get Dom Naylor, who's a dang powerful hitter himself. He is the cleanup hitter. Grounded hard to the shortstop the first time up. Just get that into a gap. And we got a 1-0 lead. Way outside and high. 1-0 to Dom Naylor. Lots of noise in the Cedar Park dugout. Time's called. Pitching batter will converse. Infield defense will come in and join them as Chad Krempen comes out to discuss tactics here in this situation. So our two runners, Washburn at second, Cuevas at first, are over there, the third base line. You can see on the left side of your screen there, talking to Ben Huffman to get their tactics and strategy ironed out here in this situation. Overall, the situation is a 0-0 game in the bottom of the third. Conferences are over. Everybody back to their spots. 1-0 count to Dom Naylor, and he steps back up to the plate. Long wait on the mound with the ball. Look back at second. The pitch, swing and a miss, and boy, Dom wishes he'd have that one back. That was a good pitch right in the slugging zone. 1-1 to Naylor. 2 outs. Washburn at second. Cuevas at first. Inside and low. 2-1 to Naylor. A walk would not be a disaster for them here, except for the fact they got a guy who's had a recent grand slam coming up to the plate next. Two one. The pitch from Mason Gonzalez. That was a nice one, but it stayed a little too high. It was over the plate. It was certainly above the strike zone. 3-1. Inside on that one. Ball 4. And again, that's not a disaster for Rouse. They can end the inning by taking a ground ball to the closest base. Now, it pushes Washburn to third, Cuevas to second, Naylor at first, and what do you know, these two teams continue to mirror image each other. In the top of the third, their first 2 batters got out. Then they loaded the bases with the next 3, and the last guy is out. Same thing happened here. Our first 2 guys got out here in the bottom of the third, and now we've loaded the bases on an error and 2 walks, one of them intentionally. Here's the dam, Owen Mansfield. Hard to hit one out to left with that wind blowing in. Back up the middle, the second baseman will glove it and go to the bag, so their bases loaded was wasted too. Cedar Park, Rouse tied at zilch. The end of 3 complete. We'll be right back in just a minute.
UPAC We Plan offers you a collaborative, engaging team of professional travel advisors who seek to handle every detail, even the ones you don't realize you need, so that you can create unforgettable memories with your family. Every travel advisor on their team has earned the designation of a signature travel expert. They are continuously growing in their expertise and in their relationships with travel partners to provide clients with exceptional service. That's UPAC We Plan on the web at upacweplan.com or call 512-895-2920.
Imagine a vacation where every detail is handled perfectly. With UPAC We Plan, your trip is custom designed just for you. No stress, no endless searching, no guesswork, just unforgettable memories. UPAC We Plan. Visit upacweplan.com to get started planning with one of our expert travel advisors today. Or call us at 512-815-2620.
All right, welcome back. Brad and Mad, although Mad took a short break to see if he can get us one of those great cheeseburgers. Rob Jaculez is here with us, spinning the dials and twisting the levers in Mad's absence, and you can provide help for us tonight.
Yeah, and while she's away, I figured I'd put on the headset for a minute.
Sure.
Brad. It's a beautiful evening for baseball.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
It really is. You know, we're blessed with a great spring this year.
So far, so good. Top of the 4th now. Rouse is at 5, 6, and 7 in the order, leading off second baseman Christian Cairo. Flied out to Camacho in center first time up. Fastball outside, probably low as well. 1-0 to Cairo. Pitch counts now. Through 3 complete for their man, Mason Gonzalez. 54 pitches, 31 strikes, 23 balls. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 hit. Naylor has allowed 1 less hit. You know how I'm saying it that way. 2-0 the count. There's a strike. Naylor in the last 3 games, a 2-hitter, a perfect game, and another 2-hitter. That one's a fastball that stays outside, 3-0. But he's sure gone to a 3-ball count, 3-1 rather, sure gone to a 3-ball count often tonight. Fastball low, another walk.
Well, the dreaded leadoff walk there, Brad. And you know what, though? He's done a really nice job pitching himself out of trouble this
He has.
including in the third inning.
Done a better job pitching himself into trouble a couple of times. He only averages 2 walks a game. He's given up 5 in this game already. So no outs. That's our first leadoff hitter for either team to reach base. And you know what that means. Here's Liam Mangold, fouls, bunts it, 0-1. What that means, Rob, years ago I found a amateur baseball stat in America, high school ball basically and club ball, where if the leadoff batter of an inning gets on base for free, he scores 88% of the time. So we call him an 88%er.
That's a great stat, and there's a reason why managers hate seeing the leadoff man get on.
Yep. And weirdly enough, that's a higher percentage than if they hit their way on base. When they get on for free, it's a weird one. And I've been tracking it for 7 or 8 years now, and it's pretty much exactly right on. So there's about a 9 out of 10 chance that this guy's going to score. Well, he seemed to have left his bat out there long enough for that one, but 1-1 the count. Called strike. 1-2. Thank you. You should enjoy this burger, Rob. They are really good. And the price is right. Here comes the 1-2 to Liam Mangold. Now they're going to throw to first. Third time we've done that. Last one almost was thrown away. It got away from Evan Daly, but it only went about 10 feet past him. So no harm done. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Oh, hits it. Right on the left hip. So a lot less accurate pitching tonight from one of the best pitchers around. So to first goes Mangold. Cairo goes to second. No outs, 2 on for the 7-hitter, DH Joe Lundeen, who grounded to second the first time up. Do that here, and they'll have a runner at third, but we'll have 2 outs. Oh my gosh, that burger's good. You're going to have to hear me chewing, folks. Sorry about that. Shows bunt, pulls the bat back. It's outside. 1-0. Rob, how do you like our setup here on the porch?
Tell you what I love is this burger, Brad.
And there's a strike.
No, it's a great little ballpark here in Cedar Park, and I love how they honor the alumni here as well.
Well, that was military.
Yeah.
They're on Military Appreciation Night. All kinds of military vets who are somehow tied into our program. It's too young a school to have people in their 40s and 50s back, but they've got a player on the roster, grandson, nephew, son. Strike 2 there to Lundeen. Saw one, an Air Force vet, flew 150 missions in Vietnam. That's pretty impressive. Here's the 1-2, outside 2-2. Dom considerably less accurate tonight. Coming into this inning. 3-2, another full count, the 7th. Coming into this inning, Dom's on 61 pitches, 33 strikes, 28 balls. That one's outside, another walk. Dom is decidedly not on tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 walks.
And the hit batsman out at second base.
Right.
Took one right off the backside.
Count at 7. He has probably only walked 9 people all season, and he's put 7 on for free tonight. Hadn't cost him yet, But once again, the bases are loaded.
A lot of base runners in this game for a 0-0 tie through 3 innings plus.
Second inning in a row, Rouse has had the bases loaded with no outs. Oh, no, excuse me. There were 2 outs last time when they did it. But this time, no outs.
Oh, Brad, you see the Cedar Park team a lot more than I do. You think he's going to leave him in here to pitch his way out of this jam? You got the ace on the hill.
Yeah, he may well be the best pitcher in the district, so I think I'd go with him, especially when he hasn't given up any runs yet.
That too.
Even though the numbers aren't great. Unfortunately, the way the park's constructed, the bullpens are behind the dugouts, and we can never see who they got warming up, if anybody. Either team. Bases loaded, no outs for the 8-hitter, catcher Brody Sharp. He struck out last time up. Inside. Oh, 1-0. Six of the last 7 batters have got on board for Rouse, and yet it's still a 0-0 game. It's kind of how we felt last night. Getting people on board left and right, and very few of them scoring. That one misses low and away. A great block by Brandon Washburn to keep the run from scoring. 2-0. Got to get an out, and got to get the batter twice in a row here. Don't even want him to put it into play. Showing bunt. Pulls the bat back. Wow. That was a high pitch for a strike, but I guess we'll take the call. That was nearly at his chin. Shouldn't have been a strike.
And maybe just caught some black on the inside corner, too. That was
yeah, I think it caught
generous.
some plate for location. It was just too high. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Need the strikeout here. It's almost an emergency way. Need the strikeout here, Dom. Here you go. Bear down. And he gets it. And that's why you leave Dom in.
Absolutely. And now the double play is on, too, with 1 out.
Yep. If you get that batter at the plate, you can get out of the inning with a ground ball to an infielder. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th strikeout for Dom. He's actually thrown more walks than strikeouts tonight. Here is Scott Knight at the bottom of the order. There's a good pitch. Not sure what he thought that was. 1-0. Kind of be interested to know why we have 3 umpires tonight. Somebody show up at the wrong field and decide to do it anyway?
I noticed that. A very nice full crew.
Well, we're right where we should be. That was a good 8 inches outside. He called a strike. So we're at 1-1. It's just the wrong ones with balls and strikes. But we're at the right count. On the ground, that could be the one we want. To second for 1, to first. Didn't get him. The run scores. Took a little too long to deliver it from short to second. And so Scott Knight is on at first with a fielder's choice. Christian Caro scores the go-ahead run, first run of the game. Liam Mangold goes second to third. Joe Lundeen is out on the 6-4 at second. There are 2 down, top of the order with the pitcher Mason Gonzalez.
Oh, these haven't played up yet. You know, just a tough break there, Brad. That ball was just hit not quite hard enough for that relay.
Right.
The Cedar Park defense did a nice job turning that double play.
Looked pretty enough, just didn't happen fast enough. Here's Gonzalez, his 3rd at-bat of the game. He walked and was stranded at 3rd, and he grounded out to Mansfield at 2nd. And I'm going to take another bite.
Can't blame you there, Brad. The people here at Cedar Park High School always treat us really well with Vype Live. I covered the Timberwolves run to try and repeat in girls soccer this season in the playoffs and had a really nice experience with everybody there. And, unfortunately, the Timberwolves went down in the regional finals to San Antonio Piper despite Blake Gilkey's 2 goals.
Oh, man. I need to have them, some of them, and their coach on during the baseball game and talk to them about it. They had another great season. Pitch outside, throw down. Watch it home, watch it home. Here it comes. They got him. Outstanding play. Cedar Park did not fall for the Little League play this time. They fell for it once in Corpus Christi. But Hudson Cuevas has a gun of an arm, and he throws out Liam Mangold at the plate. Mangold probably should have slid straight for the plate, but he tried to go past it on the outside. He spent 2 time exposed and brought the tag down on him. Of course, the Rouse fans don't like the call, but he was out. So 1-0 Rouse now in the middle of the 4th. We'll be back in just a minute right after this.
UPAC We Plan offers you a collaborative, engaging team of professional travel advisors who seek to handle every detail, even the ones you don't realize you need, so that you can create unforgettable memories with your family. Every travel advisor on their team has earned the designation of a signature travel expert. They are continuously growing in their expertise and in their relationships with travel partners to provide clients with exceptional service. That's UPAC We Plan on the web at upacweplan.com or call 512-895-2920.
Imagine a vacation where every detail is handled perfectly. With UPAC, We Plan, your trip is custom designed just for you. No stress, no endless searching, no guesswork, just unforgettable memories. UPAC, We Plan. Visit upacweplan.com to get started planning with one of our expert travel advisors today. Or call us at 512-815-2620.
Welcome back, Brad and Matt and Rob. Triple teaming you for bringing this one. Got the second camera working thanks to Rob. Timberwolves, a great defensive play to end that inning. When Hudson Cuevas tries to gun somebody down running the base pass, he succeeds 100% of the time. You just don't run on him. That one stays outside with a fastball. But they did take the 1-0 lead, so bottom of the 4th now. Evan Daly, 1-0 count. Galindo on deck, Frith in the hole. Try to answer the run. There's a nice bender for called strike 1. Good fastball, catches the outside edge, 1-2. Daly fouled out to deep right field, first time up. Wind kind of blew it foul, but it just would have been caught fair if it hadn't. Chipped foul, plate area. Still 1-2. So Galindo is on deck. He has the only hit of the game by anybody. Although we trail 1-0. That is exactly what happened the other night in essence. Out hit him and got outscored. 1-2 to Daly. Way outside. 2-2. He's not getting their catcher was often setting up with most of his body behind the left-handed hitter's batter's box the other night. And he'd catch it back there, 1.5 feet outside, that's foul left side. He'd catch it there 1.5 feet, sometimes 2 feet outside over the left-handed batter's box, and he'd get a strike call out of it 8 or 10 times. It's pretty exasperating. Still 2-2 to Daly. This is pitch number 7 of the at-bat. He leads off the bottom of the 4th. Timberwolves now trailing 1-0. Good pitch, but fouled into the net. Still 2-2. Here comes pitch number 8 of the at-bat. Daly staying alive. Excuse me. This one he takes to center. Back he goes, but he looks like he's got a bead on it. Makes the catch about 10 feet in front of the fence. So Daly gave it a ride. But putting in his glove is Liam Mangold. 1 out for Big Mac. Again, Mac with the only hit of the game in the second inning. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike 1. Carter Frith is on deck. Tanner Richardson at the bottom of the order would be next. Cedar Park's got to get somebody on. They've had 6 base runners, but none of them have come around to score. Strike 2. Oh, swung at what would have been a ball. It's a strikeout if they get him at first, and they do. Two outs, nobody on for the 8-hole hitter. Third baseman Carter Frith.
Number 21, Carter Frith.
Outside, 1-0 to Carter. One good thing about home games is I never have to do anything for dinner, and that hits him. Oh, I thought it hit him. How did the ball take a 10-degree turn when it went past his foot? But, you know, he doesn't think it hit him or he'd be going. So how did the ball do that? 2-0 the count. Lines it foul into the net right side, 2-1. I'm still trying to figure out how that ball hits something right near his right toe, takes a 10-degree turn to its left, our right, and it didn't hit him. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And you know it didn't, because if it did, he'd have dropped the bat and trotted to first. Breaking the laws of physics here. We need our science teacher to tell us about it. 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on to Frith. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 strikeouts to end the inning for Mason Gonzalez. We are through 4 complete. Rouse leads 1-0, and we'll take this break and be right back.
Thank you to our home run sponsor, Taco Palenque. Fresh mix every day.
From nail grinding to full-service grooming, A Crate Escape offers the best pet grooming services in Central Texas. Grooming a dog beautifully isn't about handling a clipper or scissors well. It's about trust. Their groomers take the time to build trust in their clients. That trust allows the dog to relax on the grooming table and provides the groomer the opportunity to do the best job possible. A Crate Escape in Round Rock on the I-35 frontage road just north of US 79. Go to acrateescape.com or call 512-831-7088.
Austin National Financial Services helps simplify the seemingly complex nature of financial planning. They offer individualized financial planning and wealth management services, helping individuals, entrepreneurs, and trusts gain clarity in planning their future and keeping their finances in check. Their team works together to provide financial planning, investment recommendations, and portfolio management services. At Austin National Financial Services, their clients are treated like family, and you'll feel the same way when you meet their committed team of close-knit professionals who deliver the financial advisory you deserve. That's Austin National Financial Services.
Okay, an interesting development here. Dom Naylor is lifted from the game while throwing a no-hitter. Part of need nothing but outs from Darcy. When Cedar Park gets back, they'll be at 9-1-2 in the order, so pretty good spot for some offense in the batting order. But let's get the outs first. Top of the order, Mason Gonzalez. He was at bat when the last out was made to throw out home. First one misses from Darcy, 1-0. There's a good one. Oh, umpire fell asleep on that one. Oh, that was a great pitch. Now it should be 1-1, but it's 2-0. There's a good one. You can't miss that one. 2-1. Good curve from Darcy. Jacob Solis, the shortstop's on deck. Then the right fielder, Adolfo Enrives for the Raiders. That one's outside. 3-1. Cedar Park's main issue all year has been consistency of pitching. They usually look good in the field. They usually score their runs. Haven't been scoring too many runs against Rouse, though. Swing and a miss, full count. I'm not sure if I can recall another time in all the years I've broadcast for Cedar Park pulling a pitcher out who's throwing a no-hitter. There's a strikeout. Throw it down to first to consummate it since it came out of the glove of Washburn. First strikeout for Darcy. Sixth strikeout of the game for Cedar Park pitchers. Here's Jacob Solis, the shortstop. Popped out to short. Walked, stole a base, and was stranded at third. Stranded at second. First pitch is a strike. Lots of noise from the softball field. Here's the throw. Outside and high, 1-1. Adolfo Enrives on deck. If they get something going, cleanup hitter, left fielder Joe Burry. This one is taken to right field. Tanner Richardson chasing it. Underneath it. Makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Enrives stepping to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Here in the top of the 5th. A 1-0 pitcher's duel of sorts. Enrives walked the first time, was stranded first, and he walked the second time, was stranded first. First one's called strike 1. Looked a little low to me, but we'll take the call. Outside, maybe low. 1-1 to Enrives. He twice walked on a full count pitch where if the pitch had been a strike, it would have ended the inning. Oh, that one gets away. 2-1. Good thing there's nobody on there. Oh, there's a nice pitch. 2-2. Do that again, and we'll send Tanner Richardson back to the plate. Ian Darcy, the 2-2. This taken high, hard, and deep to right. Chasing it, Tanner Richardson, and it's gone. Adolfo Enrives with a solo homer here in the 5th makes it 2-0 Rouse. And that one was hit hard. There was no doubt almost from the moment it left the bat that that one was headed for Anderson Mill Road. So here's Joe Burry, left fielder, batting cleanup. Struck out swinging at an 0-2 pitch the first time up, and the second time up he struck out swinging at an 0-2 pitch. So let's keep that trend going. So both of the runs that have been scored by Rouse happened when the next pitch had been a strike instead of what happened would have ended the inning with no damage done. Got to finish these hitters. Swing and a miss by Bury. Bury's been up 3 times and has not seen a called ball yet. Seen 7 pitches and they've all been strikes. It's another one, 0-2. Darcy needs a strike here to keep the trend going on Bury. A little high and out. That's the first called ball that Joe Bury has seen in his 3 at-bats of this game. High and out, 2-2. In fact, that homer by Reeves is the first hit by anybody of their top 4 in the batting order of the entire series. It's been the bottom that's done the damage. This one's taken to right. Richardson over and back. Looks like he lost it for a moment. Went to the knee and caught a little heart attack catch out there. But he got it done. High fly to right field ends the inning, but not before they score another run. And now they lead 2-0 in the middle of the 5th. We'll be right back after this break.
Austin National Financial Services helps simplify the seemingly complex nature of financial planning. They offer individualized financial planning and wealth management services, helping individuals, entrepreneurs, and trusts gain clarity in planning their future and keeping their finances in check. Their team works together to provide financial planning, investment recommendations, and portfolio management services. At Austin National Financial Services, their clients are treated like family, and you'll feel the same way when you meet their committed team of close-knit professionals who deliver the financial advisory you deserve. That's Austin National Financial Services.
All right, here we are going back to the action here. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Cedar Park now trailing 2-0. They are at 9-1-2 in the order. That's Tanner Richardson back to the top with Cooper Camacho and Brandon Washburn. They need runs badly. Bats have been kind of silent against a very good Rouse pitching staff in this series. They've gotten plenty of base runners. They just haven't scored many runs. And in fact, it continues. The no-hitter in this game was lost with that home run. And so far, all 4 of their runs last night were scored on the 3 hits. One of their runs tonight was on a hit, but one was not. Here's Richardson. Well, it's called a strike. It was outside, 0-1. Once again, just because the catcher catches it straight at him, when he's lining up way outside, that's not a strike. That one was too high to call a strike. 1-1. Taking foul to the right side. 1-2 to Tanner Richardson, who grounded out to third the first time up. Next week, back to the Tuesday-Friday rotation. We're here against Lockhart Tuesday night, road trip to Lockhart Friday night that I cannot make. Merle's working on getting somebody else to call the game for you. Swing and a miss. Strikeout of Tanner Richardson. Strikeout number 5 of the game for Mason Gonzalez. Top of the order for the Timberwolves with center fielder Cooper Camacho grounded out to second, lined out hard to left. Making contact, not getting on. Strike one. I just got to take another bite. Line foul left side, 0-2. On the ground, just barely foul. No, that was foul. Our fans were groaning that it should have been fair. That's just wishful thinking. Clearly foul. 0-2. Would have been nice if it was a foot farther to the left. First baseman wasn't going to get it. It's at least a double. Maybe 3. Camacho's speed probably would have made it 3. Outside. 1-2. Inside, almost hits him. 2-2. I see Jay Severe's family's folks, his sister leaving. They were here tonight for Military Appreciation Night. Great family. There's a nice pitch for strike 3. Caught Camacho looking. Has not been on base all night. He's one of our better, speedier base runners. That hurts. Brandon Washburn struck out on a 2-2 pitch in the first, and in the third reached on an error on the pitcher and was stranded at third when the Timberwolves left the bases loaded that inning. Called strike 1. Rouse left the bases loaded in the third as well. That one's fouled into the net, 0-2. Innings are going by quickly. Not had a base runner since the third inning. Right about when I said we'd had a base runner in every inning at that point. We haven't had any since. Teach me to shut up. Way outside, 1-2. Swung on and fouled. Still 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. They've both struck out, one looking and one swinging. In fact, the last 4 Cedar Park batters have struck out. As Mason Gonzalez numbers later in the game are looking a lot better than the way he started. That one too high, 2-2. Last guy to hit the ball was our 6th hitter in the order to lead off last inning, Evan Daly. Hit it hard to center. Everybody since him has struck out. Oh, and there's another one. He swung at ball 3. So Washburn is down. 5 Cedar Park hitters in a row have struck out, and the Timberwolves are in deep trouble. We'll be back with the top of the 6th in just a moment.
Are you searching for a high-quality veterinary team dedicated to providing the most comprehensive care for your pets? If so, the professionals at Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital are here for you. They offer a variety of services to ensure that your furry friend is receiving everything they need. If you're experiencing an emergency, please get in touch with their team immediately. Learn how their animal emergency clinic can assist you by exploring their website at eahofcrystalfalls.com. Unexpected veterinary bills can be stressful, and that's why they offer financing options for patients' owners. Reach out today. They're located at 1660 Raider Way in Leander. Go to eahofcrystalfalls.com or call 512-817-0279.
D-Bat Baseball and Softball Academies are a cut above the rest. They are all about baseball, softball training, and more. Their indoor 32K square foot climate controlled facility lets you work out regardless of the weather. There are 5 pitching machines, 15 rentable cages. Each of their professional instructors can cater to all skill levels and all ages as young as 5. At D-Bat Cedar Park, they have a passion for baseball and softball. Go to dbatcedarpark.com or visit at 12617 Ridgeline Boulevard. Call 512-540-3228.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Cedar Park trails Rouse 2-0. Interestingly, Rouse only got 3 hits the other night, won the game 4-3. They've got 1 hit tonight, and they're leading 2-0. Cedar Park pitchers in the series against Rouse so far this week have only given up 4 hits. But they're in danger of losing both games. They had 8 hits the other night. I've only had 1 tonight. They've out-hit them 9-4, but have been outscored 6-3. So we are in the top of the 6th. They are at 5, 6, 7 in the order. Second baseman Christian Caro flied out to center, walked and scored their first run. Outside on that one, 2-0. Ian Darcy came on. He actually pitched pretty good the last inning. Strikeout, fielding outs for the other 2. But he had 1 mistake over the plate that was put out onto Anderson Mill Road in right field. But now he starts 3-0 to Cairo. Need a strike. And there it is. 3-1 to Christian Cairo. On the ground, first baseman backhands it and will outrace him to the bag. Evan Daly with a nice defensive play. Now the 6-hitter, center fielder Liam Mangold, struck out swinging, was a hit batsman thrown out at the plate. One out, nobody on for Mangold. Called strike 1. Joe Lundeen, their DH, is on deck. One out, nobody on for Mangold. A nice bender. Catches the outside edge, 0-2. Bring the heater, somebody yells from, and he did. It was inside, swung and missed. 3-pitch strikeout of Liam Mangold for Ian Darcy. It's his second strikeout. For Cedar Park pitchers, it's 7 strikeouts in the game. Joe Lundeen, the DH, grounded to second, walked and was thrown out at second.
Jacob Spates.
Little bit of a delay here as they get a pinch hitter, number 5. I don't have their roster, so I don't know who that is. He's in the DH spot at number 7, so likely no defensive changes. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Oh, almost hits him. His reflexes got the better of him. 2-0. Biggest inning by either team as far as number of hitters to the plate is the Rouse top of the fourth. That one's fouled out of play. 2-1. In the top of the fourth, Rouse sent 5 and scored their first run. Neither team has sent more than 4, 1 over the minimum, in any other innings at bat in the game. That one misses. 31 to count. Boy, we've had a lot of 3-ball counts tonight. That's disheartening. Not a lot you can do when you run guys' counts to 3 balls. Yeah, except throw a strike and make it a full count, I guess. How many full counts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th. And he walks him. First walk by Darcy. Just need another out. 8-hole hitter is number 6, the catcher, Brody Sharp. Had a good night at the plate the other night. We're in the part of their order, the bottom of it. It was the only part of their order that did anything the other night. All their good hitters, the first 5, went over. Right now, they're 1 for 15 in this game. Inside with that one to Sharp, 1-0. Scott Knight, 9-hitter, is on deck for the Raiders. Pitch is outside. Oh, he calls it a strike. Thank you. Thank you. A rule of thumb should be if your right-handed catcher has to stretch his arm fully backhand to catch it, it's not going to be a strike. Inside with that one. 2-1. Nothing Rouse here in the top of the 6th. Cedar Park's got 2 at-bats left to do something about that after this. Need to get outs and not let the deficit grow any. And they hit him. Pushes number 5 to second base. Brody Sharp is at first. First time he has reached base. Here's Scott Knight, the third baseman. Struck out looking, and it was a fielder's choice when the third out was made elsewhere.
Now let's get the show on the road. Now we're just waiting for somebody. Now they're about to.
Grounded foul, third base side, 0-1.
Okay, let's try again.
Need this out.
Mm-hmm.
Runner in scoring position at second would make it a 3-run lead for Rouse, and that could be fatal with our bats being anemic tonight. Fouled bunt. Nice effort by Washburn, lunging to his right, sticking his glove out, but it was about 4 inches past his glove. 0-2. Cedar Park just a win or so away from the program's 500th win since the school started playing baseball in the year 2000. This is our 412th broadcast of Cedar Park baseball since we started in 2008. High and out to Scott Knight, 1-2. Guys who were seniors the first year we broadcasted are now 36 years old. That makes me feel old. Grounded foul to the left side. A couple of those guys went on to play big-time college baseball. Nathan Thornhill at Texas. Pitched 2 games in the College World Series in Omaha for the Longhorns. One of our greatest pitchers here. Also, Britt Robertshaw pitched for Arkansas for 4 years. Swing and a miss, he gets him. So no damage done by the 2 free passes. Cedar Park does not let Rouse extend the lead. It's still 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th right after this.
Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors is Austin's authority in high-performance roof replacement. They're an Austin-based exterior restoration specialist with over 15 years of experience. They provide residential roof replacement, standing seam metal roofing, and storm damage repair across Central Texas. From helping homeowners navigate the complex insurance claim process to orchestrating full property restorations, including gutters, solar, and siding. Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors is a true one-stop shop for Austin homeowners. They stay at the forefront of roofing innovation to ensure that you receive the best products and the most reliable service in Central Texas. Their roofing team is quick on the ladder, sharp with repairs, and always raising the roof on quality. Prosperity Roofing and Exteriors.
Looking for a trusted veterinarian in Round Rock, Texas? At Prestige Animal Wellness, they treat your pets like family. Locally and family-owned, the clinic is led by Dr. Engel, who has over 24 years of experience, including 12 years in emergency care. They provide a full range of services, from routine exams to advanced surgeries, all with fair pricing and open communication. Prestige Animal Wellness offers same-day appointments and fast emergency care during business hours. As proud members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, they adhere to the highest standards of veterinary care.
All right, we're back at the ballpark. We need the Cedar Park bats to arrive. For a long time, we had the only hit of the game until they had a home run. Trailing 2-0, a hit apiece. These offenses can't solve either pitcher. Hudson Cuevas leads off here in the bottom of the 6th for Cedar Park. Fastball stays outside. That is the kind of pitch that a lot of high school umpires like to call strikes. It is not a strike. This one did not call it a strike. Inside.
You know, Brad, umpiring baseball was the first job I ever had, and by the time we got to this level, they were still saying 1 ball off the black on the outside corner. That's definitely been revised down over the years.
Yeah, that's not a strike. Make the pitchers actually throw strikes. Here's 2-0. Don't just give them credit for being close. Fouled onto the softball field. Hope they got their helmets on playing first over there. 2-1 to Hudson Cuevas. I umpired 1 year of select club ball, 12-year-old boys. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it that much. Rather play. I was, I think, 18 at the time. This one's fouled on the softball field, 2-2.
The only thing it helped me with was being nicer to the umpires and the referees when I'm doing this job.
Sometimes when they make an egregious mistake, I'll point out that, like that.
There's that outside corner.
About a foot outside. Was inside the left-handed hitter's batter's box, and he calls it a strike and sits Cuevas down. That was a really bad call. But to his credit, he's only had a couple of bad calls.
No, and he's calling a tight inside corner for sure. It's just over there on the outside corner. It's getting a little
Been fewer
loose.
Bad calls by this guy than most high school umpires. Swing and a miss by Dom Naylor, 0-1.
He was looking to cut the deficit in half with one swing there.
When they make a really egregious call like that, I'll point out that they're official, but I'm right. But official counts more than right. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Don't swing at that, Dom. Not going to hit that. Owen Mansfield's on deck. We got probably our 3 best hitters to the plate here in this inning, but they are hacking at the ball. Fouled into the net. Now, there are a lot of umpires that are fooled by the catcher catching it in front of him thinking that's a strike. If he's sitting behind the other batter's box, that's not a strike.
Well, the fine art of framing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where he caught it. Waiting for the 1-2. Not a strike. This time he didn't call it a strike.
I was waiting for it.
What do you know? Yeah. 2-2. This one is taken to left, but right at him, and he'll make the catch. 2 down. Here comes Owen the Dam Mansfield. Two home runs in the last 2 games. This would be a good time to have another one. Outside for strike 1.
Well, and after seeing how quickly that Rouse home run got out of this ballpark, the wind blowing in certainly not preventing a home run here today.
Well, the wind's blowing in from left, though, and that one goes to right, so didn't have to fight it. Boy, his was really well hit, though. I mean, you could tell the moment it left the bat, that was gone.
That was most of the way up the trees behind the outfield fence there. That was tremendous, tremendous shot.
1-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Right down the tube for a called strike 2. That's one you can't sit on. Way outside. No, he doesn't call it a strike. 2-2.
Trying to sneak that one in the back door.
I know.
It's a classic.
Fouled out of play right side. A lot of foul balls out of play tonight. Still 2-2 to Owen Mansfield. Here comes pitch number 6 of the at-bat. This will be pitch number 102. And it's out of play. We'll see 103.
Boy, Brad, you weren't kidding about those softball players needing their helmets on in the infield over there.
Yep. And I go through about a whole box of them a game. I think there's like 20 in a box or something like that. Here's your school district budget burner, boxes of baseball. 2-2 to the Dam. Chopper, high bouncer to second. He'll grab it and go to first in time. 3 up, 3 down with a 3rd consecutive inning for Cedar Park. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Rouse at the plate leading 2-0 right after this.
Are you searching for a high-quality veterinary team dedicated to providing the most comprehensive care for your pets? If so, the professionals at Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital are here for you. They offer a variety of services to ensure that your furry friend is receiving everything they need. If you're experiencing an emergency, please get in touch with their team immediately. Learn how their animal emergency clinic can assist you by exploring their website at eahofcrystalfalls.com. Unexpected veterinary bills can be stressful, and that's why they offer financing options for patients' owners. Reach out today. They're located at 1660 Raider Way in Leander. Go to eahofcrystalfalls.com or call 512-817-0279.
From nail grinding to full-service grooming, A Crate Escape offers the best pet grooming services in Central Texas. Grooming a dog beautifully isn't about handling a clipper or scissors well. It's about trust. Their groomers take the time to build trust in their clients. That trust allows the dog to relax on the grooming table and provides the groomer the opportunity to do the best job possible. A Crate Escape in Round Rock on the I-35 frontage road just north of US 79. Go to acrateescape.com or call 512-831-7088.
And I have just tucked in my last bite of cheeseburger for the night. Boy, those are good.
Oh, that really hit the spot.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's some issue here. We're trying to get started. Oh, they're looking at the pitch count.
Yeah, Rouse manager wanted to hear what the Cedar Park pitch count was at there.
Actually, ours is not that high because Darcy just came in a couple innings ago. But their starter's still in. He's at 105. That one stays outside. Inside with that one. Oh, I guess it grazed him. Third hit batsman for Rouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 of their 10 runners got on for free. That's a problem. Coach Huffman coming out to talk to Darcy. Let me count that again because that sounds incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12 of their base runners got on for free. Pitcher walked him or hit him.
And the other two, there was the fielder's choice that scored the run, and, of course, the home run.
And the fielder's choice was at the end of an inning. And there's the home run. The home run's the only hit.
Now pitching for Cedar Park. Number 17, Cayenne Catharia.
So Catharia is coming in. He'll warm up. We'll go to a short break while you can watch Catharia warm up. We'll be right back in a minute.
Looking for a trusted veterinarian in Round Rock, Texas? At Prestige Animal Wellness, they treat your pets like family. Locally and family-owned, the clinic is led by Dr. Engel, who has over 24 years of experience, including 12 years in emergency care. They provide a full range of services, from routine exams to advanced surgeries, all with fair pricing and open communication. Prestige Animal Wellness offers same-day appointments and fast emergency care during business hours. As proud members of the American Veterinary Medical Association, they adhere to the highest standards of veterinary care, ensuring your pets are in safe and capable hands. Contact them today to schedule your appointment. Go to prestigeanimalwellnesstx.com or call 512-503-0726.
A little bit of ZZ Top in the background.
Just switch it back over, you're good to go.
Cayenne Catharia. Pepper. Warming up on the mound. Pitched good the other night. He usually does.
Now batting number 7, Jacob Solis.
Jacob Solis, the shortstop in the 2-hole. He popped out to short, popped out to right, walked, stole a base, and was stranded at second. And Rives on deck is the man who has their lone hit of the night, and it's a homer. Called strike one from Cayenne Catharia, 0-1. Darcy threw 42 pitches, 12 strikes, 20 balls. That one's a little high. 1-1. I don't like umps who call high one strikes either.
No, that had to be a tough one to lay off of, though.
Yeah. Throw to first. It's our fourth. Rouse has only thrown over once.
I always appreciate that as a long-time broadcaster. Always.
On the ground, third. Hits the base, it's fair. What a disaster. That's going to make it a 3-0 lead. Just now getting it back in. There's a throw home, but way too late. 3-0 Rouse. So the two of the three runs for Rouse were guys who got on base for free.
Now batting number 27, Adolfo Arribas.
Well, the Timberwolves got away with it for the first 3 innings, but now Rouse starting to punish. They've scored in 3 of the last 4 now.
Only the second hit of the game for Rouse. Both of their hits, though, have been extra bases, a homer and a double. Here's Enrives, who had the homer. Walked twice and homered. A good pitch on the outside edge, 0-1.
Well, good to see the consistency given that on the left-handed hitter as well on the outside corner.
He really hasn't done as bad as most umpires do in high school ball in all the years I've been watching it. He's made some big mistakes, but not very many of them. Bunt, drug up the first base side, and not going to get him. Bunt single, advanced the runner from second to third. 2 hits in a row. The last 2 batters have tripled the number of hits they've had in the game just in the last 2 batters.
Well, smart defense there from the Timberwolves, not making it any worse on themselves there. Just
Right. Try to hurry that and throw it away would have been a big disaster, yeah. Joe Burry struck out, flied out to right. Too low. They now have as many hits as they had the other night at Rouse. That one misses somehow. Looked pretty good. 2-0. Did he cut? Nope. Pitch was too low, did not cut. 3-0. Depending on who you're rooting for, you kind of see what you want to see in most baseball.
Definitely. I'm convinced I have the best look down the inside corner here to the right-handed hitters, though, in the ballpark.
There's a good pitch. Come on, Cayenne. Need another one. No outs. A run is in. Runners at the corners. They're going to try the Little League play. Nope, they walked him instead. Forgot there were 3 balls. That pushes Enrives to second, loads the bases with no outs for the 5-hole hitter, second baseman Christian Cairo.
Second time tonight, the Raiders have had the bases loaded with no outs.
Yep, they didn't do anything the last time. They've already done something this time. We've had 2 88%ers for Rouse in the 4th and here in the 7th, and both of them scored, so they're both consummated the 88% deal. 0-1 the count to Cairo. Outside, maybe low as well. 1-1. That one's foul to the right side. Big loud strike, 1-2.
Well, the old 320-foot strike there, but it counts just the same.
Sure need a strikeout here. Same situation. We needed one in a little while ago and got one from Dom. This one is taken to center. Will probably score a run. It's going to fall in. It's going to score 2. No, they'll hold him at third. RBI single, a Texas leaguer into center for Christian Caro. Having had 1 hit in the game, they get 3 in the last 4 batters.
Just got the end of the barrel of the bat on that one. Lifted it right there into center field, into no man's land.
Jacob Solis scores from third, and Rives goes second to third. Bury goes to second from first. So the bases are still loaded. Cotharia comes out. I think that's, Reed Griggs coming in to pitch for Cedar Park. So we can go to a short break while you guys watch Reed Griggs warm up.
UPAC We Plan offers you a collaborative, engaging team of professional travel advisors who seek to handle every detail, even the ones you don't realize you need, so that you can create unforgettable memories with your family. Every travel advisor on their team has earned the designation of a signature travel expert. They are continuously growing in their expertise and in their relationships with travel partners to provide clients with exceptional service. That's UPAC We Plan on the web at upacweplan.com or call 512-895-2920.
Imagine a vacation where every detail is handled perfectly. With UPAC, We Plan, your trip is custom designed just for you. No stress, no endless searching, no guesswork, just unforgettable memories. UPAC, We Plan. Visit upacweplan.com to get started planning with one of our expert travel advisors today. Or call us at 512-815-2620.
Okay, Reed Griggs warming up on the mound, the 6'2 righty. He's going to come in and try to put out the fire. Cotharia pitched well last inning. Hit a guy, gave up an RBI double, a bunt single, and an RBI single, and quadrupled Rouse's number of hits in the game just in the last 4 batters.
Now pitching for Cedar Park, number 15, Reed Griggs.
So he'll face 6-hole hitter center fielder Liam Mangold.
Now batting number 13, Liam Mangold.
He struck out the first time, was a hit batsman and thrown out at third the second, or at home rather, the second time, and then struck out the third time. Good pitch for called strike 1. Low and away, 1-1. This one's taken high to center. Camacho back into his left, fighting the wind. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Comes home and scores. It is 5-0. The other runners stay at second and first.
I have to say, there was no can of corn there, Brad, with the way the wind's blowing.
Right.
Either. That was a really nice job tracking that ball and looking it all the way into the glove.
And you can tell how that wind is blowing because when it left the bat, it was right at him. And he ran 40 yards to his left to get it because the wind was chasing it that way. Here's Jake Spatten. Called strike one. Far and away the most batters sent to the plate in any inning by Rouse tonight, 7. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Prior to this, they had only sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've only sent 5 over the minimum prior to this. Sending 7 to the plate right here. Fastball stays outside. Some apoplexy over to our right. That was well outside. It's the kind of pitch that is so often called a strike, it chaps me off. So that was not a strike. That one's certainly outside, 2-2. And there's only one out. This inning could go for a while here. Top of the 7th. Foul, third base side, still 2-2. This, Rob, has been Cedar Park's bane for the entire season. They'll look good in every inning but one. And in that one inning, the other team sends 9-10 to the plate and scores 6.
Well, this is poor timing, too, with only 3 outs to play with offensively.
Yep. Don't go. Okay, watch this guy. All right, you saw it play out. For whatever reason, the guy at third didn't go while the guy at first did, so somebody missed a sign. They tagged the guy out between first and second. The other guy makes his way to third. That would be Bury. The guy tagged out between bases was Christian Caro. So now 2 down. Runner at third. 5-0 Rouse. 3-2 count, and they strike him out. Cedar Park's last chance is coming up. They now need 5 runs to stay alive. We'll be right back.
Are you searching for a high-quality veterinary team dedicated to providing the most comprehensive care for your pets? If so, the professionals at Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital are here for you. They offer a variety of services to ensure that your furry friend is receiving everything they need. If you're experiencing an emergency, please get in touch with their team immediately. Learn how their animal emergency clinic can assist you by exploring their website at eahofcrystalfalls.com. Unexpected veterinary bills can be stressful, and that's why they offer financing options for patients' owners. Reach out today. They're located at 1660 Raider Way in Leander. Go to eahofcrystalfalls.com or call 512-817-0279.
Imagine a vacation where every detail is handled perfectly. With U-Pack, we plan. Your trip is custom designed just for you. No stress, no endless searching, no guesswork, just unforgettable memories. U-Pack, we plan. Visit upackweplan.com to get started planning with one of our expert travel advisors today. Or call us at 512-815-2620.
All right, welcome back. Brad and Mad and Rob for the Vype Network bringing you Cedar Park baseball. And this is our 18th year bringing you Timberwolf baseball on either Vype or our first incarnation, K-Mac Sports.
Oh, I'm a K-Mac veteran myself.
Yeah.
I think Chuck Licata is still doing a little bit of work for Vype Live on Southwestern Pirate football.
Chuck Licata.
The one and only.
Remind me when we're done. I'll tell you the story about Chuck Licata. Now, Chuck has been a long-time broadcast voice for Concordia, for whom I'm the stadium announcer. But a couple of years ago, he moved up near Fort Worth and had to pull out of doing that. Miss him. Last chance. Evan Daly, 6, 7, 8 in the order for Cedar Park. Daly starts out behind 0-1. Evan fouled out deep to right field, barely foul. Then lined out hard to center, so he's given the ball a ride tonight, but he got no hits to show for it. There's another hard hit ball, but right at the first baseman on a one-hopper, one down. We won't be giving you much of a post-game show tonight. We rarely will at home because we have a much harder, longer, more difficult, time-consuming shutdown pack-up job than we do on the road.
Yeah, I hope you folks are enjoying the dual camera setup that we've got going today. First time we're doing this here on Vype Live for Cedar Park Timberwolf baseball.
This is the first pitch, misses 1-0 high. There's a pitch for a strike. 1-1. Well, the Cedar Park bench didn't like it, but from where I sit, that was a strike.
That was a really nice little breaking ball.
So was that one. I guess that was a little low. Yeah, we'll give him low. 2-1. Mac Galindo, Big Mac. Freshman of the year 2 years ago in the district. One of several guys who are underclassmen playing a lot of baseball for Cedar Park. Will be coming back next year. 3-1 the count. Takes it high, but into the wind. Should be easily trackable by their left fielder. And he makes the catch. 2 down. Last chance rests in third baseman Carter Frith. Bat's really weak tonight. In fact, let me see here. Here's an interesting stat. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. They only hit the ball out of the infield 4 times. That was one of them just a moment ago.
And the base runners have really dried up, too.
Yeah. Haven't had one since the 3rd inning. Like we said before, that one's a strike, 0-1. Their pitcher, Gonzalez, seemed to get stronger. He was allowing runners and hits and so forth in early innings, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But since the 3rd, he's only faced a minimum. 3 up, 3 down. About to be here, probably. 4 times in a row to close the game. He's pitched arguably better than their ace Signs did the other night. Got a lot of people on and a lot of hits against him. Not so here. That one misses 1-2. And on the other hand, our ace didn't pitch well tonight. Probably half of the walks Dom has issued tonight were in this game, and there's a strikeout to end it. Final score 5-0 Rouse. They go to 20-3, 8th ranked team in the state, 7-1 in district play. Cedar Park falls at 10-13 overall, and evens their district record at 4-4. Our next broadcast will be from right here next Tuesday night. Another district game. The series next week is against Lockhart. We'll be on the road in Lockhart. Somebody else will be calling it for you on this broadcast because I can't make the Friday night game in Lockhart. So any last words by Maddie or Rob before we get out?
You know, a lot of credit to the Rouse Raiders. They did play some good fundamental baseball here tonight, but the score not really indicative of how close this game was for 6.5 innings.
Yeah. Same thing that happened Tuesday night. All right, well, that's it. Vype Live's broadcast of Cedar Park baseball will return Tuesday night. We'll be signing off, and we'll see you later.
This has been the Vype Live Network's presentation of Cedar Park Timberwolves baseball, sponsored by Prosperity Roofing, Austin National Financial Services, U-Pack We Plan, A Crate Escape, D-Bat Cedar Park, Prestige Animal Wellness, and Crystal Falls Emergency Animal Hospital. Join us again for the next worldwide broadcast of Cedar Park Timberwolves baseball.
Almost done.